This is the big food table. You want to take a look at these big plates during the fasting period, but they're here celebrating Pastor Cox. Got elders to the table, ministers to the table, servants to the table, friends to the table, and they all eat. Evangelists to the table, mothers to the table.
Yeah, let us know about the nightclubbing and the midnight riding and,
This look like a hefty table over here. This is a big table here. Each one of these plates should have paid double. He's here helping with Pastor Cox, celebrating his retirement. I'm ashamed to show your bread plate.
It's good.
I got him though, I got him.
To offer congratulatory remarks to
I got your name, man.
a dear friend and a brother, a man whom I have known for some 20 plus years.
Right there.
Fred will come back momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the senior pastor of Mount Tabor, Pastor
Good afternoon. I am actually right in the middle of an event today, and then Renisha, of course, is leaving to go back to school at 6 o'clock. So I have this thing where I like to take her to the airport myself. But I thought I needed to stop in and at least say a brief word on behalf of my friend and brother. Like that. You get that kind I'd like to recognize the presence and honor the presence of Pastor Keith Russell. I did not feel bad for not having lunch with you today because, first of all, I wasn't really invited. And secondly, I didn't mind because the staff is doing their own thing for Pastor Cox in short order. We decided not to do it Friday because we're in the midst of consecration. But of course, the evangelism department is always different. They do things their own way, and to God be the glory. But we did meet with the staff on Friday to formally say farewell to Pastor Cox. And I'd just like to reiterate the remarks that I said then today. Because Pastor Cox is leaving us on a full-time basis, having served as a stellar pastor on our staff. This is a man who has been faithful until the end. Until the end. One of the things that made me love this man and made me honor him for who he is and have a tremendous appreciation for the work he has done is he has done so much that took him beyond the call of duty. And many of those things that I'm aware of, he is not even aware that I know about. I'm talking about people calling me in the mornings around 10 to tell me what happened around 2 in the morning. And they said, well, no problem, Bishop. It was all right because Pastor Cox was there with us. This is 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. Many of you are in this room who can attest to the fact that the truth of what I'm saying even applies to you. Because this man has gone beyond the call of duty to ensure that the sheep in Mount Tabor were always well cared for. Amen. He has been with many of you around the hospital bed. He has been around the hospital beds for many of your relatives, some of your siblings, some of your significant others. Some of you who's been around, you weren't even married properly, but he was there for you anyway. Because your common law person was in the hospital. Cox was right there. Never say anything about Jesus at that time, just trying to get him out of the hospital. He was right there at the funeral services for some of your relatives, and for some of your friends, and for some of your parents, and for some of your significant others. He was right there. From the Labor and Love Department, he was right there along with his wife to meet the basic, urgent needs of God's people at critical times in your lives. And so Pastor Cox did all of these things without ever once complaining or asking for extra pay. Of course, he knew that even if he had asked for the pay, he wasn't going to get it anyway. But the bottom line is he still did the job. Yeah. He did the job. And Pastor Reginald Cox is leaving our staff with his integrity intact.
Yes, sir.
I have never had one day's complaint from any of the fold to say that Reginald Cox had dealt with them in a manner that was unacceptable and unappreciated. He is leading the staff as a Christian, a gentleman, and a son. I don't want us to underestimate that. I don't want us to underestimate that. I have used Pastor Cox many, many times to crack jokes on. But I used him because I knew he could take it. I wouldn't dare use it on Jason. And I certainly wouldn't use it on Tyrone. But Pastor Cox always allowed me to put his name in at appropriate places in my sermons, even when it wasn't always necessary. But Pastor Cox allowed me to use his name, and he just always smiled it off. Always. Secondly, one of the things that made Pastor Cox very effective in the pastorate is that for all through those years of service, he had right beside him no lesser of a person than Andrea Cox. I'm a work in progress. I preach that at 10. I'm a work in progress. And so we all have our flaws. We all have our errors. But boy, I tell you, for the kind of work that Pastor Cox has done, he could not have asked for a better person beside him. This is just a little running joke. I remember when we were, he canceling this whole idea of the diaconate. Oh, Lord. And we were moving from deacons to servants. And I took about 45 minutes to explain to all of the deacons in that meeting why it was important for us to make that shift. And at the end of the discussion, I asked, are there any questions? Everybody seemed to understand, except two of them. One of them was Deacon Cox. And she said, Bishop, I just want to know, what other people supposed to call me? I said, call you blessed. But Andrea, I tease her because I tell her I believe Andrea literally looked forward to people dying. I believe Andrea, and by extension her husband Reginald, are literally restless on Saturday morning. If they don't have a funeral to go to, what happened? Who dead? I'm coming over here. And it's not like Andrea was telling me one time with a straight face, she said, Bishop, I'm noticing something. Now, a lot of people are dying, but what I'm really noticing is these are all new people. All these people are dying, they are people who never died before. You have to be there for the family. So this has been a wonderful journey. Pastor Russell, you should be so proud of your brother. Yes, sir. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And Pastor Cox has agreed, just through ministry, commitments and service, to continue to serve as our pastor of Labor of Love. Yeah! He's not going to be with us full time, but because of the kind of commitment that he had in his previous years of service, and because of the level of loyalty and faithfulness with which he served, we have allowed him to keep his office. Pastor Cox will always have the use of that office whenever he's around the church, or whenever he thinks he needs to come around the church, or whenever he needs an office to do something for, whether it's church related or not, as long as it's not selling drugs. And even though Pastor Cox is retired, the pastoral team has agreed with me that we shall continue to pay Pastor Cox for the rest of the year. Even though we're every week he will get his salary, as though he was still gainfully employed. He is the first among us who is retiring from full-time duty on the pastoral level, and we wanted the rest of the pastors to have something to look forward to. But to get it, you have to serve like God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so as I conclude these remarks, I certainly want to bless the Lord for him, bless the Lord for his wife, and like I said on Friday, that when you're faithful unto death, or to the end of your assignment, you get a crown of righteousness. I believe Pastor Cox's better days are now coming. It's good to see Pastor George and his dear wife here. Pastor George served under You did? You did serve under Pastor Cox for a minute. And it's good to see gratitude being extended. Mr. George, it's good to see you. I asked about you last week. I miss you. You better come see me. Yeah, so life could go on for me. I thank God for all of you. I want to thank all of you for coming and sharing this day with Pastor Cox. Gloria, it's good to see you. Good to see you. You weren't missing it. You've been with Cox a little while. That's right. That's right. So Pastor Cox, I salute you today, my friend.
Thank you.
Was this a surprise? Yes,
Yeah.
sir. It was a surprise. Okay. Like I said, they didn't invite me. And I was going to tell you Friday. That's my place. I didn't remember. I left Florida Friday saying, it's a hard thing. But anyway, St. Andrea's still really working with us. I didn't know because, you know, she'll be mad for 10 weeks. And say this as I close. I know Cox turned 60 recently, and they had a wonderful surprise party for him. And yeah, I was invited to that one. But Cox, I just Andre just wants you to know, he said, when you turn that big number, he having one for you. God bless you. If you have your glass, that you please lift your glasses as we honor this awesome man of God, and we thank God for his faithfulness, his dedication, and his commitment to the work and the things of God and the work of the kingdom. And so we pray long life, good health, and better days. God bless you.